Intermountain Healthcare making major strides in reducing opioid prescriptions. Last year, the healthcare system says they've managed to reduce prescriptions of opioid tablets by some 3.8 million pills. That includes across the board chronic and acute pain. It still falls short of their overall goal, but experts say this is major progress in the right direction in combating the opioid crisis.
More of our brothers and sisters, our mothers and fathers, and our friends and our family are alive today.
Intermountain Healthcare says they've cut prescribed opioids for acute pain by 30% last year. It's shy of their lofty goal of 40%. The healthcare system found it more difficult than they'd ever imagined. With each 1% decrease, Intermountain found it exponentially harder.
We realized that at some point we may actually be doing too much. We're not there yet. We still have a long ways to go.
Roughly 115 Americans die every day from an opioid overdose, according to the CDC. Utah ranks 7th in the United States for overdose deaths. Kelly Howard of Midvale lost her son to the unrelenting grip of opioids in 2014.
My daughter and I were in the intensive care unit when they turned off the machines. He was 26 years old.
Kelly sometimes wonders if these efforts could have saved her son or prevented Billy from ever being introduced to OxyContin.
I try not to think about that too much, but I just also look ahead and see how many lives that they could be saving.
Intermountain knows they're saving lives. In addition, they've reduced by nearly a third of both opioids and the anxiety drug benzodiazepine.
We know that the two medications taken together creates significant risk for a patient to stop breathing. And we know that it creates a lot of death in the communities.
Intermountain says they don't want you to be in pain, but they also know most of their patients only use about half of their prescribed meds.
They're asking us, doctor, is this the right thing for me? Or do I need that many? Or do I need any at all?
Intermountain says there is more work to do, but there is more dialogue in the emergency rooms and doctors' offices. Intermountain says, and they're finding, the more that happens, the less pushback from providers and patients. Intermountain is still aiming for that 40% reduction in pain pills for acute pain.